Welcome to the TED Ed Podcast, where we delve into the issues that shape our daily lives and drive our productivity. We confront topics that matter deeply to all of us, from healthcare and affirmative action to voting rights and monetary success and failure. We cover it all. And yes, we dive into the complex world of politics, exploring how our country has evolved from slavery to the 21st century. Our content is crafted with care and expertise, drawing from years of experience in these critical areas. We invite you to give the TED Ed podcast a listen. You won't be disappointed. Share your thoughts with friends and confidants, and don't forget to like, comment, and share our episodes. Your engagement helps us grow and reach more listeners. Are you passionate about these topics? Do you have unique insights to share? You could be one of our guest speakers. Drop us a line, send an email, or leave a comment. All requests will be considered. Join us on this journey of exploration and understanding. This is the TED Ed Podcast. Thank you, and enjoy the show.
All right, folks, we are late. This is my fault. I'm sorry. I'm absolutely sorry about this whole shit here. I've been holding the head up and stuff. I hope you got your air conditioner working, man. It's cooler in the house, so
Oh
you
yeah.
know. Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you should sit back now instead of enjoying the cool air.
They
So I
say in some
see.
places, man, it's 111 degrees here.
Yes, sir. What?
111 degrees here.
You shitting me?
Mm-mm. Yeah.
Damn.
Oh well.
Whoa. If you ain't got no air conditioner down there, you in fucking trouble, huh?
You in trouble, bro. Better go to the mall.
Man, them people's electric meters and shit is rolling, man. That motherfucker is spinning so damn fast, I'm crying shame. That motherfucking electric bill gonna be high the motherfucker down there.
You got that right, bro.
Man, whoo-wee. That's all right. But I had to get on, man, even though I had some trouble with my new modem that I got installed. I had to get on because I had to talk about what happened last night.
Yeah, some good things happened last night.
Man, you guys and stuff tore the internet up, I guess. Shit, man. People talking about Florida like a summer gun now. We
Well,
got
Van McDonald.
we got another black man trying to run for governor down there. They all saying that
Yeah,
he
well, yeah.
surprised everybody, but they all questioning what's going to happen when the general election come along and stuff. Can he get over that damn hump?
Well, Jolly. We'll see. I don't know about Jolly. You know, if the other side will vote for him. We'll see. They're trying to put him as he likes, women's sports. He talked about women's sports. He talked about these people that want to be men, and we'll see.
Well, one thing that he has going for him is the fact that he used to be a Republican. He was a Republican congressman for a long time down there in Florida until he
Yep.
got pissed off at the Republican Party. So a lot of folks probably still know him as being a Republican. So he may get some crossovers and stuff and everything to come over and give him a vote and everything because they probably hate black folks more than they hate they hate a Democrat maybe. Huh?
McDonald will get a lot of black votes. Let me tell you that right now. He's gonna get a lot of black votes.
Why you say that?
Well, you know how black people are, man. You know some of these people, man. they don't really know that this man has sold us out, and he's going to do whatever the white folks tell him to do. But black folks, they just want to see a black man in power. I was talking to my wife the other day. I said, "Can you name me 3 black people that's got some power in Florida?" The only person who has had a little power, he was an Orlando mayor. That's it. You got some mayors, you got some state representatives, but none of them got power. However, kudos to Miss Nixon. She won the Senate nomination, a black state representative. So she's running for Senate. I don't know who she's running against, but
Well,
so we'll see if she comes through. That would be a first.
it looks like she did a mama's job and everything because they said that she was outspent damn near 10-1.
Yeah,
She had no money.
that man had millions of dollars, and I heard one of the commentators said that he didn't even spend all of it. He still got $7 million in his chest.
Hmm.
So
I
she's
guess he
well known.
I guess he got overconfident that she couldn't make it because she didn't have any money. Sometimes you get overconfident and you just figure, everything gonna be
Oh
okay.
yeah,
And
he thought he had it in
he
the
thought
bag.
he probably thought he had a whoop. He thought he had a whoop and he
I
misunderstood and
got
stuff.
I got an email from her this morning telling everybody how much he said DeSantis tried to arrest her, and uh, because she came against that reorganizing the state. She had a bullhorn. I don't know if you remember that. She was in the state house and she had a bullhorn, and they tried to arrest her and they couldn't. And she said that he's been coming against her ever since.
Mm. Well, this midterm is gonna be a it ain't gonna be a usual election.
She called herself a democratic socialist.
Man, okay. I had I had ordered me a new modem and stuff from the internet, and it surprised me that the company that I was getting my internet and stuff from sent out a representative to make sure that I was satisfied with the installation that was going to happen and stuff in my home. And the young man came to my house first. I looked out, he knocked on the door, and I looked outside glass there by the door, and it's a young black man. Nice young black man, dressed up nice and everything. He had no suit and tie on, but he's nice and clean and everything. Had his little iPad with him. He came in and said, Bishop, how you doing? I said, fine. And during the process of talking with him while we were waiting on the technician, I was telling him about, so man, I said, young man, I'm about 2 generations away from slaves. And he looked at me. I said, yep. I said, some of my foreparents, close into my generation and stuff, were slaves. And I said, one of the things that helped the slaves out and everything is that when they came out of slavery, they knew how the first thing they wanted to do was learn how to read, and they wanted to buy property because they knew ownership of property and everything meant a lot more than anything. And I said also they they subscribed themselves to get out and try to vote. I said they fought like hell to vote. And I said, but your generation and stuff and everything don't feel the same way about that because you guys are too far removed and everything from what's been going on and the fight that we've been going through to keep the vote. And I looked at him. I said, young man, I said, these people out here are fighting like hell to take your vote away from you. So your vote got to be worth something. So why aren't you guys in your generation and stuff using that right to vote? He said, Mr. Bishop, he said, my mother, every time we have an election, she said, I don't care if it's a primary or whatever. She said, she calling me up and telling me to get my butt and my brothers and my sisters out there to vote. She said, he said, so I do vote. And he said, I understand about the fact that we have to vote, but he said, I didn't understand it the way you are explaining it to me and everything. And right now, I said, he said the only thing that his mother and stuff did was she just told him, y'all better get out there and vote. She didn't give him no reason why. She just said, get your ass out there and vote. So I think probably what we are probably losing and stuff in this whole process and stuff here is that, and you people out there who are going to be listening to this show, is that you guys got to be very proactive about making sure that our younger generation understands fully why you have to take advantage of the vote. And I also spoke to him and I said, young man, if you look at what's going on, I said, some of these elections and stuff, these people are spending millions of dollars just to win a seat in Congress that only pays $176,000 a year. I said, what does that tell you? That daggone seat got to be valuable. If they spending that kind of money, they will never get their money back that they spent on that campaign working. They have to be in the Congress or in the Senate and stuff for 30 years before they even think about getting $20 million and stuff back. But they trying to fight for a job and they're spending that kind of money just to win a job. So it must be valuable, and your vote got to be very valuable to them. So tell your friends. I say, you don't just stop with your family members. I say, tell the young brothers out there, young sisters and stuff out there who come to you and tell you, I ain't got no business voting, and let them know that they messing up. He said, I want to thank you, Mr. Bishop, for explaining it to me. He said, I'm going to start doing that and everything. I'm going to get myself on out there and do it. I said, all right. That's what we need. People out there and stuff, especially young folks, talking to young people and stuff and explaining to them the power of their vote. There's power in that one little vote. I don't care what. And I said, don't let them tell you, oh, man, my little vote ain't going to count. If it didn't count, why would they take it from you? Hopefully he got the message. I just want to throw that thing out there to you. But we have to be proactive, man. Anybody, anytime I see young folks out there and they're willing to sit down and talk to me for 5 or 10 minutes, man, I'm gonna preach. I'm gonna preach to them and say, hey, man, we ain't got no daggone business and stuff allowing these folks to take our votes from us. That is the most. That is something that is valuable and stuff and everything. It's more valuable than money in your pocket. So let's use our power and stuff and everything to be a force out there. So I hope he understands, and I hope that I got my message across to him. So we'll see, man. Because
You
like
know
everybody
what's
said,
disturbing me right now is, I mean, there's a lot of things disturbing me, but this right here is a subtle, uh, flat out demeaning as a black person, as a human, as a citizen of this country. There are dozens of videos that's out there on TikTok, and they're even showing it now on YouTube, of these skits of a white man slapping somebody, telling that black person, you don't deserve being here. They do it at hotels, they do it on the airline, they do it in different places, even on the job. They will slap them and say, you don't belong here. Look at you, you're dirty, blah, blah, blah. Man can have on a clean suit, a woman can have a nice dress on or whatever. And then what they do is they turn it around and the person that they slap or they try to demean owns the airline or the plane or
Mm-hmm.
owns the hotel.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that right there is everybody's not going to be a FBI or some kind of chief of police or own the
Or judge.
airline
Or judge.
or judge. And they're putting these videos out. It's almost like they're telling people, everybody, to be a Karen. But now be a violent Karen. Don't give them any kind of respect. Demeanor them. Now, if you walked up to the average person, I'm not talking about you and I, you walk up to an average person and you did that and they are, you know, not timid, but they're domicile, they're just sort of kind of, they haven't been in skirts and scratches and what have you. They might take it and bow down. They might not have the energy or the will to protect themselves or defend themselves. There are people right now that's out there now doing those types of things, as like as a person is walking down the street and claiming that this is not your neighborhood, why you in this? And you say, I live right down the street and I'm just walking home from school or I'm walking home from work or whatever. Now, these videos tell a story of white privilege. That's all that is. If I buy a first class, business class ticket, it costs me $2,000, and I'm sitting down minding my business, waiting to get to my destination, and somebody sit down, stand up over you and tell you, what are you doing here? I want this seat. This is the kind of stuff that they're programming these white folks to do. So now, why did I bring that up? The reason why I'm bringing it up is that, see, propaganda, negative publicity, or anything that degrades black people, which a lot of these people are anti-black, it wears on people. And then most of those people will sit around and they won't respond. You try to defend yourself, who do they come after? They come after that black man and arrest him. He the one first, he got slapped or got hit or got pushed or got humiliated, and then he defends himself. This is what they're doing. And whoever's putting those stories out like that, they kind of halfway entertaining, and but it infuriates me when I watch it. So this is, I'm telling you, man, pictures mean a whole lot. These video shows that they're putting out there, and this right here is a big trend now. You might see some little girl in high school get bullied, and the guy pushes her and all of that, and then she gets up and she starts fighting the guy and knocks him out. Well, don't every girl know how to do no karate shit.
Yeah, but don't you think that sometimes that video might be depicting something and everything, and you'll get Karen hurt real bad? Karen could get a black eye coming over there telling me to get the hell out of my seat that I'd have paid $2,000 for. She got some.
But I'm just saying, this right here is almost like it's another level from the back in the 20s and 30s when they used to make us look like clowns and step and fetch it and that kind of shit. They got another video. Do you remember James Adam Amos played Toby in that slavery movie?
Right. Oh, yeah. I know.
Alex Haley movie.
Roots.
Yeah. And they put two different new characters in there, and they played the whole scene. And then the little black boy, the black man, is on his knees. Toby gonna do what you say, master. Whatever you say, what you want me to do. And then he pats Toby on the head and say, "Yeah, you're gonna be a good slave now. Yeah, Toby ain't gonna be no trouble, master. Toby ain't gonna be no more trouble." That's the kind of shit they're doing now, bro. So this right here is the psyche in the mind.
Well, like I said, some of these folks out there, and I've heard these comedians say the same damn thing. They say some of these young bucks out there, and after they gonna take that bullshit, they gonna be out there. They gonna be to shot somebody or whatever. So
I
don't know. I saw what I've been seeing.
violence.
I've been seeing those videos that you're talking about. I even see them on YouTube. They got them
Yeah,
on there where the police stopped their next police chief and everything that's in charge. They're gonna be their
yeah,
bosses and all that stuff and everything. Folks and stuff that who owns the hotel and they can't even get a room in the hotel and stuff and
yeah.
everything. I've seen all of them, but as I'm looking at them, I'm saying to myself and everything that I don't see all of that. My thing is stuff, I guess because I'm so goddamn radical and stuff, I don't see it that way. I see it as, well, they're going to get their ass tore out because they fucking with the wrong one.
Well, I'm a type of person. I don't believe in violence. It doesn't bring any kind of nothing.
Yeah. Well,
I've
usually,
had
usually if
fights with people.
usually if you
Fights with
watch the
people.
whole video, when it gets to the end, there's no violence and stuff and everything. Most of the time, they just get the people who perpetrated that whole mess get fired or lose their job or something. There ain't no violence and stuff in that involved in it.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
some of
yeah.
them. But like I said, the thing is that the point is in real world, you look at the situation that's going on around the country with this ICE shit, and then you got these uh, nefarious police officers, don't give a shit just because your skin is black. They think, you the criminal. So you're not going to get a fair shake on that. So the point is that if you resort to violence, you might pay the consequences.
Oh yeah, if you do, but I don't know. I saw the videos. I saw it in a different manner. I didn't. I thought that someone had put the stuff out to let white people know that every time you see a black person, does not mean that that person doesn't belong there. They could be your boss, or they could be the person and stuff and everything who knows your boss, or that could be your boss's husband or your boss's wife and everything that you out there messing with. So sometimes you need to check yourself and everything and understand that just because you see a black person don't mean they poor. That was my take and stuff on it.
Well, I don't get that take because every person should be treated with respect and fairness. I don't care if they're rich, black, white, whatever.
Well, I find it very telling that I see a lot of my friends and stuff who go through that. Even my wife, sometimes she'll say something about somebody did this to her, did that to her, and I'll tell her and stuff. I say, well, I don't get that. When I'm out there, I don't get that. And
Me
she
neither.
looked at me and said, yeah, look at you. Look how big you are. Those people scared of you. So if they see you, they scared of you. They ain't gonna bother you. I said, okay, that's probably why. And I'm very vocal and stuff about when I go out there, and especially talking to whitey, the white folks and stuff and everything. And when I meet them and everything, I'm gonna express myself to them. And I usually don't get it. When I go to get my oil change in my car, as a white guy, I not even know him and stuff and everything. As soon as I walk in the door and everything, I say, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm here to get my oil change. Oh, okay. Who are you? And, they ain't no. Whoa, I'm gonna bother this black man and stuff and everything. I ain't got that problem.
I feel you. I've never had any kind of incident
Yeah.
or nothing like that. But what I'm saying is just that to me, I just don't like it. I mean, it's entertaining to a certain degree, but I just don't like it. It's just my feeling about it because if not all the time they don't put violence in it, but the person, they use it as that the person has to be uh, do it by the book. Certain things that they do, you know, to let them know. But I just wanted to bring that up, people, because don't take those videos to heart and thinking that somebody slap you and you slap them back and thinking that you're gonna get away with it because justice is not fair in this country.
Oh man. I don't know why, but for the last week or so, man, the things that are going on and stuff are very funny to me. I mean, I just find things humorous and stuff now. Everything is going on now. I find out I have to figure out how like most comedians say, you take your worst days of your life and you turn it into a funny, just so you can tolerate the bad.
There's a
And
whole lot of bad shit going
yeah,
on.
that's what I'm saying. There's a whole lot of bad stuff out there, so that's why I'm laughing so much and everything. Because there's a whole lot of bad stuff out there that I just can't. That if I took it to heart and everything, I think I would be sad. I'll be downtrodden. I'll be depressed. I would just probably just say, "Well, shit, I'm gonna just lay down and damn this place. I don't even need to be here any longer." But that's not how I'm feeling and stuff right now. I'm feeling that things are going to be okay. If we don't win the midterm, I still think that we're going to be okay. I don't know why, but I still think that. I still think that we can make it through this crap. And I think if I didn't think it and stuff and everything, like I said, I would be in terrible shape. So I'm hoping that anybody and stuff out there who's listening to us or whatever, that don't stop taking this all this bad shit to heart. Um, I believe that there's a high power that's going to take us through this mess, and that no matter what happens or how this knucklehead tears this country up and everything, we can fix it. I
Well,
really believe that.
I believe that too, Ed, but let's look at the world and the situation now, not all over everywhere in the world, but there are countries right now that's going through hell, just like what we're going through right now. Maybe we might not be going through it in a warlike manner, you know, but these countries that are going through this what they call uh, displacement. There's millions and millions of people that's being displaced all over the world. They're leaving their countries and all of that. And the reason why they're leaving their countries and they're trying to come to America, they're trying to go to England, they're trying to, a lot of people was trying to get into Spain and now they're trying to stop those people. All kinds of shit that's going on because there are countries that have a government, some semblance of a government, and so they're leaving because a lot of these countries they're not bringing in what they need. And the reason why they're not bringing in what they need because the leadership is taking the money from the people, but they're not using that money for the people. A lot of these presidents and prime ministers, they're not trying to, and maybe they are, but they don't have some of them don't have the resources or the wherewithal to build their countries up. But then there's a lot of other countries that's doing it, and they're building their countries up. So I think it's just a matter because it's so many people in this world now, 8 billion here. 50 years ago, man, it wasn't that many. I think we had like 50 years ago or 60 years ago, it was only like 400 billion, 3 billion, 4 billion. Now we got 8 billion, and these people have to live. They're looking to have a place to stay. They're looking for jobs, and where are the jobs? Where are the businesses? When they say emerging uh, countries or emerging sectors and what have you, it look like they picked and choose what countries is going to have certain uh, companies in their country. You know, I mean, you look at Italy right now. What are their main commodities?
Who?
Italy.
Okay, go ahead.
Look at what they do. Number one, they're the number one eyeglassware maker. They are the number one olive oil maker, and they are tops in the wine making, and they are tops, and they are somewhat up there high in fashion and shoes. So if you look what they have to offer, what other countries, see, this is the thing. The thing is that you have to be making product. And this is what these countries aren't doing. They are not coming up and saying, hey, we got to have some kind of product. We got to have something to produce so that we can export. Because right now, the only thing they're doing is importing. And that's the thing. And America might be a good place where you can sell a lot of product, but it's not the only place. You say, well, if I can go to if I gotta get a contract in America or some company and get a shoe deal or clothing deal or get some kind of whatever deal, they figure they can make a lot of money. But the point is, America's not the only one. You can make a lot of stuff. I mean, China figured it out. They figured it out, bro. China used to make cheap shit, and now
They're making stuff that everybody wants to buy.
that's what I'm saying. And that took a whole lot of planning, building manufacturing companies and
And they're
making stuff and getting contracts with other countries to make their stuff.
absolutely, and they're making it at a reasonable price where the common person can purchase their
There
product.
you go. That right there is
And
the key.
they're making electric cars and stuff and everything that people who got normal salaries can purchase. Their cars are worth $25,000, $30,000 and stuff and everything. And the U.S. government is and Tesla and all the rest of them, but the same daggone car they selling for $80,000, $90,000, and the common person can't afford it. But if they get the Chinese cars and stuff into our country, they will be selling cars like hotcakes. Them electric
Like
cars would go,
hotcakes.
they go so fast it's a crying shame. They would go quick. People would buy them up so fast it was make your head spin. There's a big market here and stuff, and they want to get into this market here. And I think probably what's going to happen and everything, they're easing themselves into the Canadian market. And I think once they get themselves established there in the Canadian market, I don't think the United States is going to be able to stop them from bringing their cars and stuff into this country.
But let's look at the minutiae of it all, bro. The one thing that, see, because everything is relative, as far as, you might say, a car for me is getting from point A to point B. I don't give a shit what it is. But, you have different status of cars. But here's the thing, the point I'm making is that we make a lot of stuff too. However, China's not letting us get in there.
And there's a reason why. Donald Trump. That's why they're not letting us into their market. Donald Trump. All these tariffs that he's charging for their products coming into to our country. He's charging them 50, 60, they even have a tariff war. So they're saying, hell, you want to do this crap? We ain't letting you bring your stuff into our country. They have a right to do that. I think they have a right to do that. If you discriminating against me, I'm gonna discriminate against you. But it won't be as obvious, and that's what's going on. They're not obviously doing it. They just allowing the U.S. companies and stuff to come in, and they're holding them back and everything. They're doing everything. They drag their feet and everything through all kind of processes and legal maneuvers and stuff and everything to keep them out of that market. And they're doing it because they did it to them. And
Yeah.
it wasn't, and I'm not going to totally blame Trump and everything for this stuff too, because Biden did the same daggone thing with those artificial intelligence chips and everything. He started that whole thing about the chip thing and stuff by keeping the chips and stuff that are made here in the United States and everything, and not selling it and not giving China the technology or allowing them to have the technology, or they telling them and stuff, you can't sell your cell phones and stuff in our country and stuff because you might be doing something and everything to the detriment, of our country. But sometimes in competition to it is a damn good thing. I think if you competitive, God damn it, I'm gonna be just as competitive as you are. But that's the drive and stuff that we always have and stuff in ourselves and stuff.
Well,
If I see
let's get
somebody
into a
better
little
than me,
bit of the
I'm gonna
minutia
be
of it.
there.
Let's get into a little minutia of it. The thing is, and they notice that hundreds of thousands of Asiatic people come to this country to get education.
Mm-hmm.
And these colleges are making a ton of money off of these people.
Mm-hmm.
The question is that our people who now have to make a six figures in order to live comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
we're not into that vein as far as what China is doing. They are deliberately bringing these people over to get these STEM education so that when they walk out of there, they can produce, they can create, they can come in and do all kinds of things to for the betterment of whatever that might be.
Mm-hmm.
But we're not doing that. We're not
We got
promoting our children to do these things. What we're promoting our children to do is to play games.
Mm-hmm. That's it, and not use their innovative technology that they have within themselves.
Yeah.
That's one of the things that I look and I see what's going on in China and stuff. They have almost everybody in that country and stuff has a cell phone. And each and every one of those people and everything, they allow them to go into these companies and stuff and everything, and they will ask them for ideas and stuff for how to make their products and stuff better. They do that with their clothes. They do that with their food. They do that with technology. They do that with anything that's going on out there. Anything in the building trades, anything and has anything to do anything. They ask them, how can we make this better? And they allow them to come in and they take their ideas and use them. We don't do that. I look at our children and stuff here, and I see and I watch them, and they're on this daggone phone, and they do. And I asked them, I said, "What do you have?" Oh, I got this. I said, well, do you understand how that thing works? Oh, no. All I know is the phone, and I got this gaming thing. That's all I know how to do with the game. But I've always been curious about shit. I used to get Christmas presents and shit, man, and bikes and wagons and shit. I tear them up, man, so I can figure out how the damn thing worked. Sometimes I couldn't put it back together again, and my parents would beat the crap out of me. But I took it apart because I wanted to see how it worked. But I don't see that driving and stuff with our folks and stuff nowadays. Hopefully that'll change and they will get involved in it. And one of the things and stuff, Ted, that the young man was saying to me, and also the technician who came here to put my modem and stuff in. Man, I don't know about this stuff going on now. They're taking our jobs. We don't, they ain't gonna really do nothing. I say, hey man, why are you afraid of this stuff? I said, I'm not afraid of it. It's a tool to use. And he just looked at me and everything. I said, hey, look at it. Look at it this way. It's a tool that's sitting there. It's not taking your job from it if you'll take it, if you allow it to take it. You just have to train yourself with everything to use this stuff. Yeah, he said they got all this stuff going on the internet. They got the refrigerators and stuff that they set it out that's tied into the internet. They got the washers and dryers and everything all tied into the internet because they got all this stuff going on. They got all this thing that's happening. These robots, they said, are getting ready to come in the house. I said, now, what does that tell you? What do you mean, what did that tell me? They're going to break down. They ain't going to stay running for the rest for a lifetime. Somebody got to come in there and fix the damn thing. That's your job. You go to school, learn how to work on them and fix them and everything, whatever needs to be done. I know how to program them and stuff and everything while you sitting at home. Because they're programmed. These things are programmed. They got codes in
Everything
them.
is almost programmed right now. I have a humidifier, air purifier that's programmed to the internet.
Yep.
The point is that you have to be a technician and you have to be, you can, if you work for a company and, a lot of these companies, they outsource.
So, you still
No,
making
what I
money.
mean is think about what I'm saying though. See, the thing is that you're not really working for that company.
That's
Say
not the
like,
point. The point is to put money in your pocket.
yeah, that's the point. But I'm just saying, the point is that when you outsource, you're not really working for that company. You're working for a administration that is hiring people that is getting paid by that corporation to use those people to be the customer service or to be the maintenance person or whatever. And therefore, you're not linked to all the benefits
So,
of that
they're
regular
cutting benefits out
corporation.
anyway. They're cutting people's benefits out. They're not giving them health care coverages because they're cutting the hours. If you're working for Kroger's right now, Kroger's, you go to the store and you got a job at Kroger's and stuff and everything, they're only going to give you 32 hours a week. So they don't have to pay benefits. They don't have to give you days off. They don't have to give you a holiday pay. They don't have to give you a vacation time. And they don't have to give you health coverage. And they're doing that. Same
Well,
thing.
correct. Now, here's the thing, and we talked about this a couple of days ago. The thing is that there are people that have dreams of having their own business, these
Mm-hmm.
small businesses or what have you,
Mm-hmm.
and it can be a restaurant, it can be a laundromat, it can be a
Mm-hmm.
filling station, gas
Mm-hmm.
station. It can be a number of things, different kinds of, little retail store.
Mm-hmm.
The question is, a lot of these businesses, it's all about marketing and
Okay.
getting uh, feet in there into your shop.
Right.
And,
Correct.
and I'm going to say this. I have seen just in this area companies, small little, I wouldn't call it, mom and pop. They have their little business, their little dream. It might be a retail store, it might be a little this, a little that,
Mm-hmm.
and they in business. But the point is, you got to have foot traffic, bro.
Okay.
In order to make money, you have to have foot traffic. Now the difference is that nowadays you can promote your business on the internet
Correct.
and send and whatever first order coming to your shop, you can just send it right to them like that.
Correct.
And that's the one thing that you got going. Because number one, you gotta make that buck to pay
Correct.
that lease off, pay that lease every month.
Correct.
You gotta get new products.
Correct.
So all of those things is entailed with this thing because there are ways that you can make money, and a lot of people are doing that now. And I
Yep.
think that the thing is, though, you get into the repetition or the duplication of it all. I mean, we talked about it a couple, 2, 3 years ago. I can go down the main street of any little city that's got 50,000 or 100,000 or less, and you'll find duplications up and down that street. And the competition is stiff because you got to have that foot traffic.
That's good. And competition is the best damn thing in the world.
So
Because
it's just a matter. It's always a hustle. It's always
damn right.
you trying to hustle. You're trying to hustle. You're trying to hustle to
Absolutely.
get those people to buy your products or whatever it is,
Absolutely.
your service
Absolutely.
and everything.
Absolutely.
So I think this is what keeping this country alive.
Okay. I agree. I have to agree with all of that. I know. I understand all that, and eventually the person and stuff. If there's competition out there, the person who's going to or the organization who's going to benefit and stuff from it is the consumer. Because if they got 4 or 5 different stores out there that they can choose from, the person who got the best store, who got the best idea, or whatever, and everything, gonna get that business. And the rest of them folks and stuff who ain't competitive, they're gonna die. They're gonna go by the wayside.
I'm gonna give you a store that you're aware of and you're familiar with. Costco's.
Yep.
Every time I pass that bad fella, the whole parking lot is full.
Pack.
Full, bro.
Pack.
You walk in there, my wife like their little hot dogs.
Pack.
Go in there and man,
I don't
it's
care.
packed
I don't
all
care
the time.
what. I don't care what day of the week. It's packed.
It's packed. And why is that, Ed?
It's because Costco gives you a product that you want at a decent price.
There you go.
Better than they try to beat Sam's Club out. They try to beat this other.
Walmart.
They got about 2 or 3 other clubs out there that go through selling all kinds of stuff. Costco is damn good with selling other products other than food items and stuff and everything. They have a travel section and stuff in there and stuff where they give people and stuff a chance to book hotels or resort fees or go to whatever. And the one thing that I choose and stuff and everything they use is the rental cars. They have
Oh,
a
really?
deal.
You use the rental car?
Oh man, they get a damn good deal with rental cars, man. When you rent them things through Costco, through this, they got deals and stuff with all the rental companies there. Enterprise, Budget, Avis, Hertz, all of them. They got deals and stuff with them. And so I rent my cars through Costco because I get a damn good deal, man. They give, and then you can have um, extra driver and stuff in your car for free. Whereas if you don't have used Costco's and stuff, if you go in there and you got an extra driver, the car company charges you for it. But Costco's and stuff makes a deal with these car companies and stuff and everything, and they allow them to rent their vehicles. And shoot, man, every time. And they give me a rebate at the end of the year. They add money to it. You rent the car for a certain amount of money and stuff, they're going to give you 2% back. Put it on your account. I make enough money and stuff doing the rental of the cars and buying stuff at Costco that my membership is damn near free. I don't even have to pay me any money for my membership. They just take it out of my daggone reserve funds that I got that I don't pay for. And I got an executive card member. That thing is $140 a month, no, a year now. That black card. Because
So you
I
got a
use
business. You got a business. What you call a business card?
no, it's an executive. It's an executive card. They call it an executive card. You got to pay a little bit more money for it than the regular Costco card. It's black. And they
Right.
give you more of a rebate back when you buy the black card. A lot of people don't know. They just buy the regular card because it's cheap. I get the executive membership and everything
Well, they
because
might not be aware of the card.
well, they have to be. You have to do your research and find out what's going on. What makes those people come to Costco? I had to find out. The gas is cheaper. I buy my gas most of the time at Costco's or Sam's Club. I don't go to no regular gas station and buy gas anywhere to put in my car. I'm going to Costco's or Sam's Club. That's it. Unless I'm on the highway traveling and I don't have one. But I found a Costco's on the highway and stuff now and go to them when I'm traveling. So they have benefits and stuff there that I have to deal with. And that's why they're successful. And when Trump had that tariff and thing, and the Supreme Court made them get their money back, Costco's got their money back first. And guess what they did with the tariff money that they got back? They gave it back to their customers and stuff and reduced price on their products, whereas Walmart didn't. They took their daggone rebate, their tariff money that they got back, and they put it in their pocket, gave it to their owners, gave it to the Walmart family. They took that money and didn't give shit back to their customers. That's the difference between Costco's and them. That's why man, if I had a choice, I'm going to Costco before I go to Sam's Club. And like you just said, I don't give a crap what day of week it is. I go to Costco, that place is packed.
That's a
so
fact.
so that is, and they got a damn good idea when they're dealing with their customers and stuff and everything. If you can buy something from Costco and you can bring it back and they're gonna give you a full refund, no questions asked. No questions asked. If you ain't got the receipt, you can bring it back and stuff, and they can scan that daggone thing and say well, when you bought it and stuff and everything, give your money back, put it back on your daggone card. No questions asked. Hey, you can't beat it. You can go in and get a meal. Well, get a hot dog for 50 cents. I got $1.50, you get a hot dog and a drink. So it behooves people to go by there. And another place and stuff that you ever talked about is Aldi's. Man, I go to Aldi's all the daggone time. Any chance I get, whatever I can't get at Costco, I'm going to buy at Aldi. It's going to be a cheaper price. They are no frills outfit. They ain't giving you no carts. You got to put a quarter to get a cart. They ain't got nobody sitting down there with tags on the thing and prices here and prices there for they just fuck it. They just tear the box open and throw the box on the daggone counter. That's it. Box get empty, you just pull another box out of it. They call somebody up, they cut the box up and sit it up there. The people who run the cashier stock the shelves. They got two people in the store. They got the cashier and the stock person. That's it. When one of them get tired, they just say, okay, let's switch spots. You be the cashier, and I'll be the thing. And they just run their stuff through. Ain't nobody bagging. You got to box your own shit up. But you can't beat the price. And they so damn good, they're building another 180 stores. 180 stores. Everybody else is closing down. Kroger's closing down stores. They opening up stores.
Publix too.
Yeah, they close them down. They can't compete. They don't want to. But that's the competition that's out there. Now, after they gone and stuff, I don't know what else they're going to do with it. They're going to raise their price or what? I don't know. But I want to keep Costco's going. I want to keep everybody else going and stuff, and Kroger's going or whatever. Hey, the competition, man, breeds a benefit for me as a customer. And I'm going to do that all the time. Oh, man, Ted, final word, brother. We done shot through this hour.
Well, we sit here and we're talking in general about different businesses and saving money. And you mentioned the gas at Costco. I get my gas at Costco's. The point is that, every penny, every dime, every dollar saved is more money in your pocket where you can do other things. Disposable income. Necessities, essentials, food, gas, those things, that you have to have. The bottom line is that. But now, when you say competition, there's no competition in electricity. You see, there's no competition in certain things that they can just treat you whatever. And this is what's going on right now. There is no real competition in housing and apartment complexes. That's the reason why rent is so high, mortgages is high, homes are going up, because they're deliberately not building more homes. Competition. So what does that tell you? That, to me, people, and I'm not going to prolong this, you need more construction people that know how to build houses, who can get some land and build developments. Think on that. If you see a need where people are lacking, then fill that need and do it on a fair basis. Because right now, these people is gutting shit out. They're gutting it out. Kamala Harris had the right idea, but you need more construction workers, people that know how to build homes on a fair basis. Material is a problem too right now, and all that kind of stuff, but still. I just want to say competition is good. But the thing is, you got to meet that competition. Meet the need. And we have lost our sensibility as far as competing and meeting a need. A lot of people want to help, but then meet the need. It's not, building a house is not it's not really that complicated. It really is not. But there's homes to be made, to be built.
I have one word, well, two words for the audience out there that you're going to be hearing about for from now and the very, very near future. You're going to be hearing about, and that two words is global south.
Say that again.
The global south.
Global south.
Correct.
What does that mean?
The global south. That means what is going on now. There is an initiative out there to capture the global south, and China is leading that group along with the BRICS nations. They're taking over the global south. Anything south of the equator is going to belong to them.
Mm.
and they've already started to invading South America.
Mm.
Almost every country now in South America, including Brazil and Argentina, because even though Trump gave Argentina that $40 billion and shit to help stabilize their country, they are dealing with China. They're taking over the global south. That's their initiative right now, to be everything in the global south gonna belong to them. And they're
Mm.
also doing something that Trump decided that he wanted to do an all embargo on Cuba. So you remember what, about 6, 7 months ago, Russia sent a ship there, an oil tanker to Cuba, and gave them oil. They had to run a blockade. Trump did not stop them. They let them run the blockade. China did the same thing, ran the blockade. Well, China, I guess, because of their initiative and stuff, saying, well, we ain't going to mess with them boys and stuff with oil because they got an oil embargo, so damn them. What we're going to do to give them the stuff that they need to power up their plants and stuff and everything, they selling them solar panels.
And they're the number one solar panel
in the
maker
world.
in the world.
In the world. They're giving them solar panels. They're building solar parks and stuff right now in Cuba. And right now, they have enough solar panels in there to supply damn near half their country and stuff with electricity. They ain't bothered the oil embargo, and Trump can't fool with them. They just ship them some solar panels. So this is how you guys get it done. The only thing that they can't do and stuff that they haven't been able to do is that their infrastructure, their transmission lines and stuff that take electricity to all these cities and towns and stuff in their country and stuff, that their transmission lines are all worn out. So a lot of the electricity that they are gathering from the solar panels and stuff can't get through their transmission line. And if they get those transmission lines and stuff done, 80% of the country can be powered and stuff with electricity from those solar
Damn.
panels.
You say 80%.
80%.
Damn. Man, they'd be saving a ton of money.
Ton of money. They ain't got to buy no fucking oil from the United States and nobody else. And Trump can do his oil embargo all he wants. Damn you. Give the middle finger. They're not violating the oil embargo, but they take it and they're making sure that country and stuff is going to be able to live. Because China is into that quiet diplomacy and stuff and everything. They're entering in to that global south.
Well, just think of this. They stopped President Obama for us being the number one in that area. They stopped him.
Yep.
Cold-blooded.
Yep.
I remember the incident because I read up all on it, and he was investing in this company and having them build all of these different things, and then the Republicans dogged them so much, the company went out of business.
And don't forget about that Trans-Pacific Agreement that Obama wanted to get. He wanted to get into that daggone ASEAN group, and they stopped that. We ain't gonna do that. Now, ASEAN and stuff and everything is just about throwed us out. So you can't even come over here and do any trading and everything with us at all. Canada moved over there into it. Total destruction,
Obama
brother.
had a whole lot of initiative. That's all I gotta say. He had a whole lot of programs and things that he was doing that people don't even have an idea the shit that he was trying to get done.
And now they got an ignoramus in there, and they're glorifying him and everything, and he's tearing this place apart. And people are outsmarting him because he's a dumb son of a gun. He hasn't the only thing he cares about is his family and putting money in their pocket. And other than that, he don't care about this country and making sure that we're going to be at least competitive out there in the marketplace. We're not even competitive anymore. So we're going to have to change that to some kind of way. We're going to have to get that changed, man. I don't see that. I see us we got some smart folks in this country, man. We got some smart people in this daggone country. All they got to do is let them be innovative. Turn them loose. Whatever money they need, give it to them.
I agree.
Who created the vaccine for COVID? United States. Nobody else could do it. They were destroying all the other countries. And we created the vaccine for them, for everybody. Turn them loose. That's all they got to do. Turn them loose. The knowledge is here. The brain power is here. All we got to do is use it. Let him loose. And he won't do it. Leave him alone. Let him create. He ain't got to bother them people. Let him create. If he wants factories and stuff here, let them create. They can create their own stuff. Just leave them alone. Quit trying to force shit on people. What we need is right here, Ted. We got our own raw materials right here in this country that China is holding us hostage for. We got it. It's underneath our ground, underneath our feet. We ain't got to depend on them for them our raw materials, our rare earth.
No, but the sad part about it, capitalism comes with some caveats that are really not kosher. That's as clean as I can get it. Think about this. You got nepotism. You got favoritism, cronyism. You got, hey, you scratch my back, I scratch your back. All of these things that's going on because they're not doing the merit way, not the real merit way, as far as somebody come up with a super business plan and they got everything going and they say, this is what I can do, all I need is capital. They're not going to do it for you because you don't fit in. You ain't in the in crowd, bro.
It doesn't matter, Ted. I do not let anybody determine my wealth. I'm not going to let anybody determine my worth. So what if they got nepotism? I can get past that. I got other shit that I can do instead of worried about them because they hiring their friends and their neighbors and all this other bullshit. I can get past that. I don't let that shit stop me, man. I'm telling you. And anybody else who is black folks should not let that shit stop. Our foreparents didn't let it stop them. And people thought they were going to starve them people to death and everything, and they didn't do it because we innovated ourselves out of that bullshit. And we can do it again. I got confidence in my people. I do. I got confidence in them that they can get past this. So what? You don't give me your money. Okay, don't give me your money. That's fine. I can still make it. I'm going to figure out a way how to do it. Just keep on going. And we can do it, Ted. I think we can do it. I know we can do it. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts about it. Look at our goddamn black president. Shit, he come in there, the fucking crisis. Man, the fucking place was going down. Banks was going under. What did he do?
Car dealerships.
He saved this daggone country. Brought them all back. The banks, the car dealership, all car manufacturers, all of them. Saved all of them.
The medical plans.
That's it. Everything. He saved all that shit. Black man. Tell me what we can't do. Hey, we done proved our wealth and our worth and stuff and everything. We can do it again. I'm looking at all these folks out there, looking at Don Lemon and stuff. That motherfucker throw his black ass out. He got the damn near the #1 show out there and stuff on the internet right now. That motherfucker making more money than crying shame. He said, hey, he told him, I ain't worried about it. I'm making more money here now than I made on CNN. And I'm creating my own stuff. What do you think? Black man did that. That's all we got to do, man. We don't need them. Shit, damn them. The man went down there and bought out CBS and all the other folks. They're going broke. He's going broke.
I didn't check that out. They losing money.
They losing money, big time. They losing money. They losing audience, big time. CBS, they losing money. They got a lawsuit against that old boy and stuff and everything for that $111 billion and shit that he wanted to build on some other stuff. And that he already broke CBS. What the hell, you going to break the other folks? They're going broke. They can't win. They don't know how to get out there. Look what Sony did. The old boy, he died. I forget his name now. Keystone or Brickstone or whatever his name was and stuff and everything. And his daughter took over the company of Sony. They own CBS and stuff. What did they do? They called Tyler Perry to create shows for their company, Paramount. And that's what Tyler did and saved them some money. Made Tyler rich and made the other lady rich. She made enough money and everything and sold Sony. She had to call a black man to help her to get out. Don't tell me we ain't great, Ted. Hey, we can do it. Hey, folks, I'm just patting ourselves on the back here. They're my people. See you guys tomorrow. Have a good day. Bye-bye.